Okay, good evening, guys. Trust you're well. Sorry, this is from my phone. So, yeah, it's just a quick update or just analysis review of what happened today. So, basically, I just took two trades on Euro USD and NASDAQ, or three trades actually, two on NASDAQ and one on Euro dollar. So, the first one, like I said, what I was looking for this morning was that push to the upside or a liquidity grab above, pushing into the fair value gap. And that's exactly what we did. We pushed exactly into the fair value gap, like literally just tapped the order block sitting right there. And then we gave a nice change of character and a displacement to the downside. And that left us with quite a big fair value gap. So this whole gray area was that fair value gap. So I said, I'm not going to take an entry at the bottom of it. I want to take an entry in the middle of it. So I took my entry in the middle of the fair value gap, or just a little bit below the middle. Then, yeah, that was quite nervous because it trended to the upside, multiple times tapping the OB, coming up. Firstly, tapping the OB there. Then we had quite a nice melt, and then started pushing up again, tapping the OB again, pushing down again, and then once again tapping the OB for the last time, and that was actually the one that made me a bit nervous. But if I took the loss, it's fine. It's not like I'm gonna cry about it. And then we had a meltdown, and I was kind of also not like stressing or whatever, but just felt uncomfortable because we didn't break this low, and we pushed up again into this order block. So there was actually another entry. If you missed the first entries. And then we finally had the proper melt. And once it started gaining momentum to the downside, it was quite fast, and then we hit a 1 to 2. So this was exactly in the strategy, the 1 to 2 risk reward strategy that I taught, the silver bullet strategy. It's exactly in that. So if you also look at the kill zone, okay, so the entry was exactly in the kill zone right there. And then this afternoon, there wouldn't have been an entry, unfortunately, because it just melted. But yeah, but the morning session was quite nice to get the entry. Okay, that's the silver bullet strategy. Then going on to NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, I don't use the kill zone in NASDAQ. What we do is we use the Asia of the London session range. So the low point and the high point of the session. So this was the low point. Now, because I was looking for buys, this was my liquidity level, and this was my breaker structure level, that if I got a break above here, I would take buys. Now, notice that I haven't taken a buy straight here because it was too early. I'm waiting for at least the session to start, or at least actually the 3:30, the fundamental releases coming 3:30. So 3:30, always you'll notice NASDAQ moves quite heavily. So I'm waiting for that. Now, I didn't take the sells yet just because I knew that I was looking for buys, and I'm glad I didn't, because then it pushed up and over, and then I took my buy on the close above the London high. So let me just remove this again. So this line here was the London high. This 5-minute candle closed above, and I took my entry on the close. And we did have a little push, but it didn't push enough to to allow me to put my stops to break even, and then it took me out. And as soon as it took me out, the fair value gap that I was also looking to take entries from, that was sitting down here, wasn't valid anymore because we had a change of character. And the change of character on the 5-minute happened here. So we had a push up, we created a high, then we created a higher low, and we created a new high, and right there is the bearish change of character. Okay, so the buys for the 5-minute candle of the 5-minute time frame wasn't valid. So then we had to melt and close below London. So that gave me the confidence to take a sell. Okay, and I took my sell. Let me just delete that. I took my sell not exactly on the close, because as soon as it closed, the new one opened up, and it pushed quite hard to the upside. And once it started pushing, I took my sell basically. So it was just a bit above there. But even if you did take it on the close, you would have still been kept in this position. Okay, 25. Always a 25-point stop loss on NASDAQ. So yeah, maybe spreads would have taken out, maybe, but not with raw spreads. The broker that I'm trading with, or the prop firm that I'm trading with on the Nasdaq account is quite good. It's raw spread, so that probably wouldn't have taken you out. But yeah, and then I should have targeted 1 to 3. And I was thinking about it, but when we reached 1 to 3, it just melted hard. So I took my profits on the next candle, 1 to 4, when it just pushed a little bit down. And I'm glad I did because, as you can see, it is pushing up now. So yeah, that was the trade. But it's textbook stuff, according to the strategies that I shared. So please go and watch the videos. You'll understand exactly what to do. And if you're still not confident, go and do the back testing on the software. If you want the software, ask me. I'll send it to you personally. Hey guys, enjoy your evening. Cheers.